Wait, that's happened? The dark history behind Christmas carols. Whenever December rolls in and the first notes of Silent Night drift through the air, it feels like Christmas is supposed to be warm, peaceful, and familiar. But behind those cozy melodies lies a surprisingly dark and tangled but true history. Christmas carols weren't always gentle songs meant for fireplaces and hot chocolate. In fact, many began as political statements, acts of resistance, or even songs banned for being too rowdy, too religious, or not religious enough. To understand their strange origins, you have to go back centuries, to a time when Christmas wasn't a quiet family holiday. It was a loud, raucous festival. In medieval Europe, early carols weren't even strictly Christmas songs. They were dance tunes, often performed outdoors by crowds who celebrated winter with a mix of faith, revelry, and occasional chaos. Some towns even banned them outright. And yet, the melodies kept spreading, carried by villagers, traveling musicians, and anyone who wanted a brief escape from the harshness of winter. Then came the Puritans, the same group who would later ban Christmas entirely in parts of England and America. In the mid-1600s, the English government actually outlawed public Christmas celebrations, and with them, the singing of carols. But the bans only pushed the songs underground. Families whispered them in their homes. For a time, Christmas carols were less a holiday tradition and more a quiet act of rebellion. When Christmas eventually returned to public life, carols came with it. But they had changed. Many of the songs we recognize today were rewritten in the 18th and 19th centuries, reflecting a world shaped by revolution, empire, and new ideas about peace and unity. Even Silent Night, the gentlest of them all, was born in 1816, in the aftermath of the Napoleonic Wars, written by a young Austrian priest living in a country devastated by conflict. Its message of calm wasn't nostalgic, it was hopeful, it was a wish. In America, the story became even stranger. Jingle Bells, the anthem of Christmas cheer, wasn't written for Christmas at all. It was a song about winter sleigh races, originally performed in a tavern. And as immigration reshaped the US, new communities brought their own songs, blending traditions from Germany, Ireland, Africa, the Caribbean, and beyond. By the Victorian era, carols finally settled into something like the holiday soundtrack we know today. That polished version spread worldwide, but beneath the soft harmonies, the shadows linger. Memories of bands, political upheaval, secret gatherings, and communities trying to hold on to hope in dark times. So the next time you hear a carol drifting through a store or echoing down a winter street, remember that these aren't just songs, they're survivors. They've been outlawed, rewritten, whispered in secret, sung at the edge of war zones, carried across oceans, and shaped by people living through some of the hardest moments in history.